Hi guys, littlerach here, and today I am playing Minecraft, the 1.8 release, and I am going to be doing a brief overview of all the things that have been added. These are the rabbits. They can be named Toast, and will turn their skin to a different color. They can drop raw rabbit, and that can be cooked into cooked rabbit. And you can make rabbit stew, and they can drop rabbit's foot and rabbit's hide as well. With the rabbit's foot, you can make a potion of leaping, and with that, you can jump higher. So I can jump over the cactus. There's also new sheep drops. If I kill a sheep, they will drop raw mutant, which can be cooked into cooked mutant. Over here we have endermites. They are left when endermen teleport. They will be dropped onto the ground like the extra teleport powder. They are extremely useless creatures and do really nothing except wiggle around. Over here we have red sandstone, chiseled red sandstone stairs, and red sandstone slabs. So we have a whole new list of red sandstone blocks. We also have the banner block, which can be completely customized into looking awesome. Colored fences coming in spruce, birch, jungle, dark oak, and acacia. Armor stands that can be placed on any block that most things cannot. Beds, cauldrons, cactuses, pistons, just about everything. There's also multicolored doors, dark oak, spruce, birch, jungle, and acacia. Over here we have the many gates: birch, spruce, jungle, dark oak, and acacia. Desert caves now spawn, because before they never spawned in deserts, now they do, which I think is an extremely nice update to the game. Over here is an iron trapdoor, which you have to use a lever or a button to open, unlike just hitting it with your hand, which will not work. In here we have a bunch of new blocks. There is granite, polished granite, diorite, polished diorite, andesite, and polished andesite. You can now get these heads: the skeleton skull, the wither skeleton head, the zombie head, and the Steve head, in survival by blowing up a supercharged creeper on a skeleton or one of the monsters. Over here we have the new enchanting system. You can now use lapis to help enchant. If I were to put this in here, I can see what I am going to be getting. None of these are very good, so I'm just going to keep putting this in. And once I enchant that, I got Bane of Arthropods 2 and Knockback 1. Over here are the new commands. There's the /fill, which fills in a dedicated X, Y, or Z area. /clone will clone the same thing as fill, except it will clone an object or a landmass, and you can move it. There's the game mode 3, which I will demonstrate. It's /game mode 3, and it's a spectate mode. I'm just a little floating head over here, and you can't break blocks. You can go like this, kind of like a no-clip mode. So you can just fly right through mountains. So you can go no-clip mode under the ground. You cannot harm players or creatures. And it is extremely useful for mini games if you die. There's /block data, /execute, /particle, which will create a particle or particles at a location that you want it to appear. /title will put words in the middle of a screen. /testblocks4, /trigger, that triggers an event or something to happen. /railroad border creates a border impossible to pass. And the last command is the /stats command. Then there's the sea temple, which has a boss, and these little weird creatures called the guardians, which guard the sea temple. They have a special attack, and it appears that they shoot lasers out of their eyes. They're extremely dangerous creatures, and they kill everything, even the friendly squids that live nearby. This is the boss. It's just a really giant kind of white and blue version of the Guardians, and it's extremely deadly, and if I were to go at a creative, would probably instantly kill me. And that brings us to the new blocks that the temple brings, and that is prismarine, prismarine bricks, sea lantern, and dark prismarine. There is also the wet sponge and the sponge. If you put the wet sponge in the water, it does nothing. If you put the normal sponge that's dry, it'll suck up everything and turn into a wet sponge. It creates a 5x5 area of blocks, I believe. So it just cleared out that whole area with just 2. It's excellent for cleaning out swimming pools in creative, but they are rather hard to get in survival. There is also a new enchantment for the boots. It is called Depth Strider. And if I just do this, then it will give me Depth Strider 2 boots. When you put these on, it makes it so you can basically walk underwater. Moving along to the final block, an item that has been added, it is the coarse dirt. It looks almost like normal dirt, except side by side you can tell that coarse dirt is a shade darker. This dirt does not get into grass blocks, so if you're creating like a scary map and you don't want happy little pretty grass everywhere, you can make it so it's dirt. Moving on to the new things under the options menu. If you go into here and under options, there's a new thing called skin customization. And under skin customization, there's capes. So you can turn on and off capes, left sleeves, left pant legs, hat, jacket, sleeves. So if I just turn all of these off, you can see that I no longer have extra hair on the top because that is considered a hat. So if I just turn on my hat, I now have that back again. So it's extremely useful if you just want to take that off for some reason or another. There is also another new thing called the lock. I can make it so that you can lock the world difficulty, and it gives you this message. This will set the world to always be normal, and you will never be able to change that again. So let's just click yes. So now I'm permanently on normal. I can't click it. Under video settings, there is also, you can now make your render distance up to 32. There's also a new feature under create a new world. If I go into creative just cause, and I put allow cheats on, and you can mess around with all these settings still, but if you go into here, there's a new thing called customized, and you can customize things to your will. That just about does it for this snapshot. There is a few things that I never got around to showing, but that's just because it's either an extremely rare thing to happen, or that just about does it for the briefest review of the 1.8 snapshot I could give you. Thanks for watching and goodbye!